Hi, I'm Donna Schimmel, a partner with the Disruptive Element. We're a leadership performance company that fosters positive change and performance improvement by focusing on neuroscience and helping people embrace and live more fully into their humanity. Today's topic for brains in business is creative abrasion. As the competitive landscape becomes more and more difficult, innovation is king. And in order for businesses to be able to innovate, we have to be able to think differently, harvest different ideas, encourage thinking that isn't all the same. Some research refer to this as the comfortable clone syndrome, that we attract people that think and act just like us. We all know that each of us has really different brains. But in order to harvest the power of these different brains, we have to be able to embrace this idea of a creative abrasion process, which is not simple. How can we get different approaches and different ways of thinking to grate against each other in a powerful way that results in a productive outcome? The first one is to start with yourself and recognize your own tendencies. We know there are analytical people that are really detail-oriented, and there are big picture thinkers. Sometimes people refer to left and right brain. Actually, that's not accurate. We're all whole brain people, but we have tendencies or preferences in the way that we think or operate. So once you've paid attention to what your own tendencies are, the second thing is to make it easy for other people. So it's important to set ground rules for how we're going to interact. People can flex if they feel safe enough to flex in an environment where they're having a discussion. The third tip is to be incredibly intentional about communication. A message sent is not necessarily a message received. The brain makes up stories based on its historical experiences. So what one of us may hear isn't the same thing as what another of us may hear. The brain operates in narratives that are dependent on our past experiences. So be incredibly careful to cross-check whether a communication sent is a communication received. And the fourth step is really to be intentional about creating whole-brained teams, building and assembling a group of people who think and process and work differently. Be intentional about this build. And then, as we said earlier, make sure you set ground rules and pay attention to communication so that diverse group can work productively together. Surrounding ourselves with people that are different than us and working with them in a productive way is hard. So make this a brain-friendly process. Take it one step at a time, pay attention to your successes, avoid comfortable clone syndrome, and embrace creative abrasion.